I've never read anything like this before. Oh my god. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited. Wait. Girl. I'm very excited to do this video. I have been so excited because I have been reading so much more this year because I've been home and studying at home because of COVID. I read a few books on my iPad, but I'll talk about those at the very end. And all of the books that I've read this year, not including my school books, because y'all are gonna be like, girl, you only read 12 books. And I'm gonna be like, okay, but I was also getting an education. It's the way no one was gonna say that. Okay, let's get into this video. I got my camcorder. Wait, this is the selection of books here, so we're just gonna jump right into it. You can't even see it. Wait, that's kind of fun. Okay, Murder in the Margins by Margaret Loudon. This book I give a 7 out of 10 because I loved the environment. I loved how it made you feel like you're in a cozy English town and you're meeting all these people, or I guess the main character is meeting all these people, and it just puts you into the setting very well. The main character, Penelope, is solving a murder mystery and she moves to England. The only thing that bothered me was that the murder didn't really add up to me. Like, honestly, it just kind of felt anticlimactic. So that's the only thing I would say. For it to be literally a story based on this murder, it just felt very slow and very boring, to be honest. This next book is called Why Her by Nikki K. Kazars. Anyways, this book is a devotional and it is about comparison and how comparison kills and how it kills women and how it made her struggle a lot more in life than she needed to. It talks about social media and how that affects a lot of our confidence in today's society, and it does talk about the Bible. So if you guys aren't into that, maybe don't read it, but I still think everyone should read this book because it's very realistic, it's very relatable, and it kind of unpacks a lot about why we compare ourselves as much as we do. So I give this book a 9 out of 10. I don't really know why it's not a 10 out of 10. I just think it's just like some parts are kind of corny. I don't know if that's a fair, whatever. Please do not mind my very chipped nail polish. I say don't mind it and exposes myself. It's fine. This book is woochow in a nutshell because woochow. I cried. I sobbed, to be exact. It is based on 2 main characters instead of just one, and each chapter does switch off. So there's the main character Nico and there's the main character Kit. One's a boy, one's a girl, one's a kid, one's a teenager, 18. And this is kind of trippy because it's about a pandemic, about a disease that comes in and is killing a lot of people, and people can't really leave their houses, and they're kind of trying to figure out how to survive in such a different world than they were used to. But these kids are basically used to life. They're used to life in this pandemic kind of lifestyle. Anyways, this book is so much more complex than that, but I love how the stories intertwine. That's really what made me sob the most, I think, is how everything just connected. I wish I could go into more detail, but I know I will spoil it. Wait, should I? Okay, I'm just gonna say it, but if you guys don't want spoilers of this book, please, please, please click. I will give you 5 seconds to skip. Okay. When Kit dies, I sobbed. And when Nico figures out how to go back in the future and change that, and then when they connected her mom's. Okay, I'm interrupting myself because I was struggling to make my point because I just love the book so much. But when they connected Nico's birth to Kit's mother delivering her, it was just really like It was so beautiful. Okay. The Electric Kingdom by David Arnold. Wait, you guys can't see that? I did it. Okay, but in my defense, I read this book when it just came out, so before it was popular. So in my defense, I'm not basic. Whatever, I don't even care if I'm basic because this book is a 9 out of 10. It was a romance, but it was palatable. Like, I could enjoy it and it wasn't super corny and I didn't cringe at any moment. I was able to just enjoy the plot and the romance that formed. And I was reading some reviews and some of them said that they didn't like that the main character was talking so much about her dad, but that's the point of the book. That's why she's even at this beach house. So I feel like that wasn't a fair review, but I can't really comment on every single review or we'd be here all day. The reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 is because it was at a lake and not a beach. And I know that's probably dramatic to take a whole point away, but I was prepared for baby like Clearwater, like Myrtle Beach. Kind of. It ended up being very cute. Beach Read by Emily Henry. This book is apparently for middle schoolers, and me at my age, my grown-ish age of 20, read it and I ate it up. The book is called Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Okay, this book, 9.5 out of 10. It gave me like the feeling of watching Coraline in the fall or on a rainy day. I've never read anything like this before, and I've never read a book that has pictures in the story that just fit so well. And I read the back, and the author, Ransom Riggs, went to these antique stores and got real pictures. So all of the pictures in here are real. And I just think that when people put so much time and effort into books, it clearly shows. I like how I didn't explain the book at all. This boy is solving his grandfather's mystery, and it has to do with peculiar children. So that's all I'm gonna say. Bottom Up by Neil Shaw and Sky Chatham. First of all, the artwork in this book is just so cute. Honestly, this is just Pinterest worthy. This book is very cute. It's kind of a romance, and it's different though because it is strictly reading the emails of the characters involved in this story, and also some text every now and then. That's what kind of set this book apart and made me want to give it a try. And I give this book an 8 out of 10. I loved what happened to the characters. A lot of people would probably disagree if they read the book, but I like that it spun me around and was not a basic romance. And I like who ended up together and how they ended up together. I also enjoyed how easy it was to read. I read this book in a day, and I honestly would reread it. The only thing that I would say knocked it down, I know it is supposed to be based on the emails, but I do wish that there was a little more substance because it just felt like there was a disconnect, and I think that's what got me. So I couldn't really get attached to the characters, to fictional characters like I always do. Twice Shy, a novel by Sarah Hogel. This book I give a 8 out of 10. I like that the characters were unique. I really do. I like that the main characters were both really quirky and really funny. The main character I actually laughed at, out loud. I thought she was really funny, and she wasn't basic. It wasn't like the popular guy and the popular girl. It's kind of like an enemies to friends situation, but they were never really enemies. You just kind of needed to understand where the characters were coming from. Okay, it might be a spoiler, so I'm gonna give you guys 5 seconds. Okay, I liked that the guy had social anxiety because I feel like people don't talk about, they always make guys out to be really cool and always know what to say or always smooth talking, And I like that he didn't always know what to say and that he was kind of corny and funny and awkward. And then she was able to like communicate with him, even though deep down it wasn't that he didn't want to talk to her. He just guarded himself because he felt uncomfy. And I think a lot of guys could relate to that, and I love that. Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. This book took me a month to read. I know, because this one was kind of boring me. And then I got into this, and then I fell out of it, and then got into it again, and boy. So I'm gonna give this an 8.5. No, I can't even do that. Okay, for the parts that get very like drawn out too long, because she does kind of drag parts out. But oh my gosh, if I would have just been patient and like given it a chance and just forced myself to keep reading, I would have realized a long time ago that this book could have taken me maybe 3 days to read. And I say 3 days because it was written in a way that's not the easiest to read. It's based on, I think, maybe the 1920s or something like that in London. So of course I'm from America, so a lot of the words that they use we don't use, like phrases or the way they put words together. So I think that was more of just me. I love that the murders formed Jane's character. She was not just like this cutesy woman. Like, she struggled, and I liked that. And it really took me all over the place with Clark. I'm just gonna say, if you read the book, just come back to me when you get to the part about Clark in the last part of the book. And of course, there is a bit of romance too. So I did like that there was a balance between action and mystery and a bit of chaos. Yes, so by the end of the book, I can finally say I give this book a 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, for sure. Okay, first of all, please. Okay, this book is called Legendborn by Tracy Dion. This book was really good. First of all, the main character is black. How often do you see a black main character? But this book, I like that it was a fiction, magical powers, and the main character was black, and she was powerful. I think that's what, and she wasn't a side character. No, I'm not gonna say can we talk about that, because I will be here all day, quite literally. Book, I love that there are real historical elements added to the main character's storyline and to her powers and how she has the powers that she has. I love the cute little romance, a little corny, but very cute. Definitely thought she was gonna end up with someone else, because there was like a little bit of enemies to lovers energy going on, but you know, turns out that I was wrong. But anyways, I don't want to spoil too much, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But okay, actually 5 more seconds. Okay, this is all I'm gonna say. The fact that Bree is not a queen but is a king. Oh my god. That is all. Okay, I did read 2 books on my Kindle or my iPad, and one is called The Selection. The other book I read was called, I don't remember, but I'll put it here. Okay everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Sorry I am taking forever to create videos. I just want to create things that I'm passionate about and things that I'm interested in. And okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oof. And like, comment, subscribe if you did. Love you guys. Oh, not the zoom. Wait, it's getting closer. Wait, how does this work?
I never make promises, 'cause I don't keep them. I never make promises.